It looks like it's time to do next part, which will be part 3. And we'll be, of course, continuing Tinyburg. All right, let's get that off of pause. And let's see how we're doing here. I don't think we need to put this forester into the job. Oh, I don't know. No, we still got these trees here to collect. And, well, that number should be closer to 200. If we're going to keep up with our planks and stuff. We're still storing fish down here, suggesting we don't have enough storage space to keep these people active. And let's see. Oh, it did go ahead and upgrade. So who all we got? We got the 2 fisher persons, patroller, watchman, and watchman. So that would be the people over here. Yep. We'll have to wait to do another upgrade before we put anybody else in here. But it is green, right? Yeah, it's partial guard coverage. But it's in the green, so that's good. And how are we doing over here? We're in the green, so we have enough people in there. We've got 2 in there, and we could use 3. But how much clothing do we have right now? Oh, we've got a ton of clothing in order to get another trade route open, so let's get that done. There we go. And let's see, they'll sell us all kinds of good stuff. In fact, they'll sell us some bread, I guess. That would open that one. Let's see, we'll have to have the monasteries most likely before we can do this one. And the castle before we'll have enough of this to do that one. So we're making good progress. Because right now we don't have any bread at all. And we've got 4 people coming in. Well, let's go ahead and speed this up one. We don't have much gold to work with, so we'll have to wait. We can't really get us another territory or anything. I'm going to go ahead and grab these 4 people since we got plenty of food. The only thing we might be problematic is our housing. So let's turn this back on. Yeah, they still haven't used those house spots I provided. So it doesn't make much sense to leave them there. We'll just go ahead and wipe them out. Okay, now how's our housing situation? Oh, I forgot. Well, anyway, while we're in here, we got any complaints of any kind? Not yet. All right, let's run it back up here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 people unemployed, and that agrees with what we see there. And they do not have a house. Those houses are in the blue. So we need at least 1 more house to be constructed and upgraded. I'm sure these guys here would like to have a house of their own. So let's see if we can get the builders down here. And if I remember, that was a little bit on the big side. That doesn't really look like it's on the big side. Yeah, that looks like the right side. Maybe that's what was wrong over here. Those were slightly undersized. Well, anyway, let's get a house in right here. Or at least try to get a house in right there. They didn't take it, did they? How are we doing on stone? Well, we're still pretty healthy. We need some more time to build this back up. But we've got some more stone there if we need it. Huh. The builders didn't take that one either. Let's see, I could go ahead and get this one started. That will be for our new clothing stall. So how about if we put one over here? kind of tempted to move that gathering hut, but yeah, I'm going to move that gathering hut first. Let's move it out a little bit. They're not going to run me out of gold before I can do this, are they? Hopefully I didn't move it too far. Let's put that on pause. Now let's try to get this, I might be getting too close. All right, I'll tell you what, let's check. It'll cost me 1 gold to find out. Come on. Okay. Oh no, we're good. We're good. In fact, we can move it back in a little bit. About to the edge of that bush right there. All right, so let's get out of this. Get rid of that. And it looked like to be that bush right there would be about as close as I can get. All right, let's see now. Is this still showing those people I just brought in? Oh no, they found a place to live. No, wait a minute, this isn't right. Let's hit this again. And again, there we go. Yeah, they still don't have a house. I hate it when that happens. When the builders won't take the spot. All right, let's see. And we want you to start selling the shirts. And the only other thing that we could sell in a stall like this would be the common wares and the candles. But we haven't done anything with common wares or candles yet. Don't have anybody missing there. Where's the other place? There it is. But we do have one missing there, so we fixed that. That reminds me, isn't there a way to look at the job reports to find out where we're missing employees? Well, one of them found a house. Buildings. Here we go. All right, we got a forester. Yeah, I remember that. Let's see. We've got 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, right here. Forester. Oh, forager. All right, gathering hut. Where is that gathering hut? It should be right in the center of my screen now. Oh, so we got one person missing here. All right, that takes care of that. Now let's go back in here. And let's see. As long as we got, both numbers matched, then we know we got full. Woodcutter. So we've got one person missing from here. So view the workplace. It'll be right in the center of your screen. So we've got one missing out of here. All right, let's go back in. See if we can find another place. Boy, this cockpit and mouse wheel is just a nuisance. I wonder what causes the mouse wheels to get messed up like that. The tailor shop. We need one more person in the tailor shop. And is that everybody now? Are we 100% other than the forester? No worker space available. Huh. Yeah, I guess they don't really assign their worker to that. Working fine, yeah, that makes sense. And I guess we have the option to put something on pause. Well, I think we're 100% as far as employment goes. I don't see any numbers that don't match. Unless I'm just not catching it. We don't have any more people available for employment anyway. We've got one person here. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put him in here. Now let's check the page to see if anybody is not happy about where they're working. We have to check this line here. Look for these in red. You know, I'm not seeing anything. It looks like everybody's good to go. They've got a house that's not too far away from where they work. Yeah, looks like everybody's pretty content. We've got a good layout here. All right, so what did she find over here? She found more stone. And we're doing pretty good with that. But we're definitely going to need another warehouse. That's pretty darn obvious. I've got one here. Oh dear, look at that. They're using all 4 slots already. Polished stone, yeah, we don't have enough help there yet. But we have to buy that improvement. Oh dear, they've got all these full, all 4 of them. Cloth. Yeah, I better put another warehouse, I think. Let's put it, I'm going to put it right in here, I think. But before I do, I better go ahead and get these started. So we click here, then we go over to this one, hold down the shift key, find the dots. There's usually just 2 of them. And then I need to put the crane down. The only thing about the crane is it just can't be so close that it overlaps. And it looks like to me, it's, boy, that's not as clear as it should be, but yeah, we need to rotate a little bit. Maybe a little too much. All right, and then I can move it back just a little bit more and over to the, what would that be, the left? Okay, so we've got that started, but we're actually not finished. We've got some more construction to do. So we got to start over here, and we need to put the cart in there since that's basically where they store whatever they're gathering there. Oops, don't want to get that choke point right there, get too close. And, oh, I gotta quit doing that until I finish here. And then I need these. There's usually 3 of them. Yeah, I'll use the shift key. 1, 2, and 3. And that's usually it, just 3. Now I can right click and then I can go ahead and pay. Seems like to me you used to have to pay for all that. Now I need to go ahead and get this one started too. We'll try to do it all before we start construction. So let's see, we got one right there, one right there, then we click here. As long as you don't go too close, it doesn't seem to matter about the orientation of this and where you put it. But notice how the blue lines, the footprint is a little different. All right, so I'll put you right there. And if I remember right, you could put more than one of these carts in here if you want to, you know, utilize the storage. And now we'll do this one. Use the shift key again. And that should be it. Yep, so we'll right click over here somewhere with the mouse and boom, boom. Now let's go over here and do the last one. Well, you saw the process, so I could go ahead and put the recording on pause for now. I can only find 2 of these. No, I don't want to put it there. There's just no reason for me to put it there. I found one there and I found one, but I don't see another one. So I might as well just click here on the shovel, take that one out, and go ahead and start construction. Yeah, we're probably going to burn up a lot of that and quite a bit of that. What else does it normally use? Oh, we got a problem. We don't have enough tools. Yeah, we're okay on planks, but we just don't have enough tools to do all three of them at one shot. So, they've probably got the same problem over here, don't they? Oh, yeah, because that one needs 10 tools. And this one needs 35 tools. And this one needs 35 tools. Holy Toledo. Did I misread that? Yeah, because it needs 35 also. It has 10. Well, it's going to take a while for them to do that. So let's see. What do we got in the way of tools right now besides 0? That's it, 0. So our building process has come to a halt. And let's put this on pause for a second. Oh, see, the tools are 25 each? Holy Toledo. And I can only get, what, 2? I better do a mandate right quick. Alright, so we've got... Oh, that's still not going to be enough tools, 25 each, to do all of that construction. Well, let's get off a pause and see what happens. Is he going to sell us enough tools? He just sold us 12. Now, see, he is from where? Put it on pause. He is from Northbury. So if we go up here, this is Northbury. Oh, he can only sell 25 at a time. He's only level 1. We haven't improved the trade route to level 2 yet, which would increase how many tools he can sell us at a time, or how much of anything he can sell us at a time. If he sold us one of, more than one thing at a time, then they would have to only add up to 25. See where it says trade route info? The current level trade route to a neighbor. Higher levels allow you to trade at larger volumes. And if you look at what it says under volume, the maximum quantity that can be traded for each item per trader visit. So he just gave us all that he was allowed to. Volume to upgrade. Quantity resources bought and sold on this trade route in the last 3 days, and the minimum required to upgrade the trade route once you reach the amount. You will earn a new mandate to upgrade. Yeah, so for the month, so I guess they only come by once a month. Yeah. The last 30 days. It seems like they come by more often than once a month. I guess what they're telling us here is that's all they can trade as a total for the month. Now, he doesn't have any tools to sell us. And we haven't got that one yet anyway. Nope. And we don't have these two. He's the only other one that can sell us tools. And that's the castle keep troops that will have to open up that one by bringing back enough of these unlocks. Which, of course, they're talking about these coins right here. So I guess that's all we're going to get from him this month. Yeah, we're up to month 23, first week. Oh, geez. It's going to be a while before he comes back again, isn't it? So I'll tell you what, which one is the most important to us right now? Let's go to here, and let's pause this one. And I don't think we're heading for stone yet, so let's pause that one. And then focus over here. Okay, now that means that we need to have a place for them to put stuff, and that means a warehouse. It would make sense to put the warehouse in this area. And from what I remember, the warehouse does not have a negative influence on housing. But where we're putting it, I guess that doesn't really matter, does it? Alright, so we're too close. Yeah, we were too close. See how that was red for a bit? And then we'll zoom in some more. Oh, it's red again. Wow, we are pretty close there. Let's see. Oh, no, I need to leave some space so I can have more workers there. Otherwise, I got to move this, and that's got a big, nasty brown spot that goes with it. So I better move this a little bit further. And no, that looks like enough separation to do the job. And I don't think we're going to be interfering with anything else going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and say good to go. Is that going to take any? No, it doesn't take any tools, so that's good. And now that we've paid for it, we can go ahead and start the improvements. I sure hope they fix that so it doesn't look like there's nothing there. That's about as close as I dare. Yeah, those two lines look parallel. All right, let's get the next one in. And that looks pretty good. It might not be exactly parallel, but man, it is close. Yeah, I think that's good. And let's double check here. Whoops. We got good separation. Yeah, we got good separation. No problem. Now, once I get that built, I think we just solved our problem with storage. Let's see. Oops. I got a person instead of the... Oh, that's a sawmill. That's not what I want. I wanted the... Let's see. Yeah, because I think we're going to need 4 of these. We've already got 4 of those. 2 of those should be plenty. 1 of those is plenty. Now, that means we can transfer the stone out of here. And over here, we can transfer probably the polished stone. Well, maybe I should transfer the plaques out of there and dedicate this one to the clothing industry, since they're right here. Hard to say, hard to say. But anywho, we've got it going in the right direction. But we need some more employees. And right now, there isn't any more. Okay, so you're asking for me to help them with sending resources through a mandate. Okay, what they're talking about, since that's not very clear, is you go here and see how you have to pay resources in order to open these up. And I also should take you over here, and you want to keep this updated. Like right now, we're working on the marble. So we need to do something here with that. We can't buy any with the people that we have trade routes open with right now. So I'm going to try to hold back 60 and sell the rest. But that's going to, that's for the future. That's not really what we're able to do right now. And obviously we're going to have to increase this. Because we're needing, 35 per visit for each one of those construction projects? So let's go to 40. But, ooh, man, is that going to knock a hole in this? Now, even though it shows a positive... Oops, grab that one. Even though it shows a positive here, notice how this number has a tendency to go down? And this one will be fluctuating all the time. But we are getting close to our maximum. So, once we get some more tools, we've got to make this treasury taller or add more parts that are part of the treasury system. All right, let's go. Oh, well, we could add 1 person here, which is all we've got to work with. But, yeah, I better give this priority. Because we're kind of stuck until that gets done. We can't move stuff around. Make some final decisions on what goes where. Okay, you see these rocks right here? You might think that's marble or something that you could harvest, but it's not. It's just decorations. Just like the scrub brush or the flowers are decorations. You can't do anything with them. Alright, while we're waiting on somebody to show up so that we can hire them, let's see, let's go take a look at our market. Oh, plenty of clothing. Usually the only people that buy clothing are the ones that have been promoted to commoner. But I really need something else. Because all this stuff is surf food, basically. Commoners want it too, but it's mostly to keep the serfs happy. We need, well, no, this, if I remember right, this is not considered to be rustic. I think that's refined, isn't it? Oh, let's see. Oh, it doesn't tell you, does it? I know that's refined, and I know that's refined. That might also be refined, but I'm not really sure. But the monks and the nuns are the ones that do this at the monastery. They put out a little farm plot, and we haven't even started on that yet. Yeah, so we've got this one almost full. Usually 2 slots will do me all the way up to a population of getting close to 200. But I might need 3 slots here. Just to give you a heads up, in order to keep the, but as you can see, they're not really keeping up. And I don't have any tools to work with. So the only thing I could attempt to do is put in some more hunters. Let's click on the building right here. Oh, I don't know. I think before I put in another hunting check. Yeah, because I'm going to have to remove all this. I'd have to put an extension over here somewhere. Yeah, because there's no pigs at all over here. And I don't think I want to limit cutting down wood over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take down most of this wood over here so I can have more going on. So we're kind of on a hold mode until they get that done. But eventually I'm going to have some more hunters. This is the butcher shop. So let's see, how are we doing on having hogs over here? Yeah, it's a struggle. We definitely need more hunters at some point. But we're on hold. Come on, mouse wheel. We're on hold until we get some more tools in and get more construction finished. So let's go ahead and put the recording on pause again. I am at that point to where I need to start doing some of these. Oh dear, I can't do both, can I? Well, that one's kind of critical right now, so I'll go ahead and do that one. And just to get this one done, yeah, because I need to get more workers busy on my wheat farm here. So let's see. Of course, you find all the wheat farm stuff under the drumstick. All right, so now we got to click on the building. We just opened up the possibility of putting more workers in there. Move it over. I can't get too close because I got to make sure they can get in and out of the building. And we'll do another one, and then that'll be all we can do as far as extra hands go. I would think by now what I'm showing you is not really much of a mystery, since it's so much like the other buildings. Take it off a pause. And right now I don't have any extra employees. And we've already set this one up. It's dedicated to the wheat farm operation. This should cover me all the way up to population of 200 plus. And of course we need a bunch of bread. We've got one spot left over. As you can probably tell, I like to put structures where they're most likely to be used close to production. See, here's got the marble, here we got the stone, and this one is the iron. Now, let's see, that one is probably this one right here. We haven't started the coal yet, but we've got iron. Man, we've got all kinds of iron. Oh man, they filled this up. They're all going to be taking a break soon, aren't they? Yeah, they sure are. And we still haven't increased this one yet. We have to wait till we get some more gold, or we could do another mandate. And yeah, I guess we could do another mandate. That would keep us above 30. But we'll wait for a little bit. Well, they got this in. They're still working on the bakery. And they don't have the well in because the bakery needs a well. It needs water. All right. And we don't have anybody up here. Let's go ahead and turn this off for a bit. We went ahead and put in another set of hunters. And they've been busy. But I don't think these guys are keeping up, are they? Oh dear, that's not good. We had the pigs and stuff over here, so let's see let's put those paws while I look at this here. Yeah, they're still not bringing in enough pig, are they? Huh. That's a lot of hunters. 4 hunters, or 2 hunters in each one, making 4, right? Yeah. And we got 2 butchers. Yeah. And if I go here, well, I'll just click on one of these guys here. Well, that doesn't really show you though, does it? So I better click here. See, we've got all of this area dedicated to the pigs. So nobody's going to come over here and cut down the trees. That's the whole idea. So they've got plenty of pigs to hunt. I'm starting to think I might need to put in another hunter shack. You know, down here somewhere. I went ahead and I noticed that I had this up to 600. So I went ahead and added this extra tall building here. It's all treasury. Now I need to do the same with this one. I need to get it up to about the same height. So I shouldn't have to worry about not having enough treasury at any time soon. Take it off of pause. Let's see, I could go ahead and get this started, I think. Oh, I was supposed to put those people over here to help out the harvest. Okay, well, let's go up here and lay in wait for more people to come in. So I might as well put this recording back on pause. You kind of know what I'm up to. Oh, man, I got a ton of bread already. Let's see. Let's go over here and see about getting us another route right there. Oh, my computer's... Huh. For some reason, every time I do stuff like that, the computer bogs down. This is supposed to be a pretty fancy computer. It shouldn't be bogging down. Well, the only ones I got left, of course, is the main buildings, monastery, and trade route. Because I don't have any of those coins, and I don't have any of those yet to unlock the last 2 trade routes. So, I guess what we got to do now is look around and decide where we're going to put the monastery and the castle keep. Let's put it on pause for a minute here. I could buy that, and I could buy that, but I better not buy any more right now. But I will have to go ahead and do the usual. Let's see, I like to use this one here. Oops. Now, you've seen this before, so I might as well go ahead and pause the recording. Not going to see nothing new with me telling them that it's okay to cut down wood. Well, I've got some more people coming in. Let's see. There's what, 3 of them there? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, let's see. Do I actually need any more people? Have I got any more jobs available anywhere? Oh yeah, there's one right there. So there's one. Iron quarry. There's two. And there's marble quarry. 3. Well, okay, so I'll go ahead and take these 3. And let's see, they said the marble quarry. Okay, there's one. I'll take care of that one. And then over here, yep, there's one. And where was the other one? Should take it off of pause for a bit. All right, let's try this again. Put it back on pause and see if we can find another spot. Yeah, right there. Iron quarry. Okay. I've only got one of those. So that would be right here. All right, we got everybody employed again. Uh-oh. It still says that we've got one. What? He's selling these berries now? Oh, okay. That means I need to look around and see if I can find another spot for one of these. Oh yeah, there's one right there. Oh, and I don't have the gold. Well, let's see. Yeah, we're pretty happy, so got lots of happy campers. Oh, good, they're starting to sell. All right, so let's go ahead and do us another mandate. And send him off on another prospecting. It looks like we're going to get all the prospecting done before I even get the other 2 folks available. Ooh, I did put that pretty far out from any housing areas, didn't I? So anybody I put to work out there is not going to be a happy camper. So I'm going to have to move that back. Maybe to somewhere in front of the church, even though I've got one there already. Yeah, there's 3 people working here. There we go. So let's put it on pause and get this moved. We'll put it over here. That looks like a good spot for it. All right, now, do we have any volunteers looking for a job yet? Some immigrants? Well, we got a couple coming. I'm running this at speed 3 right now because it seems like if I run it at 2, it just doesn't happen fast enough. So I got them all running around like little ants. Oh, there's 4 of them there. I know I could put 3 of them over here once this is ready. I'm kind of wondering, can I get another house in here somewhere? I should try to put one right in here, I think. Of course, that might be that we still don't need any more housing. Put it right here in the corner of this path they're starting. The only thing to check for now is, well, let's slow it down first a little bit. And then let's check up here and see if anybody's unhappy. And I need to go to, not buildings, but this one. And look for any of these red triangles in there. No, everybody's finding good housing. I've only got the one unemployed. So let's see, can we find her a job? I'm definitely going to need another farm for wheat. I'm just not getting enough going yet. Ugh, I think I'm going cross-eyed. I'm not sure I'm actually seeing all the options on this page. Well, unless I missed it, we don't have any jobs available. But it does look like to me I could use some more berry collecting. Another berry hut. Yeah, we can use one right over here. And we'll put it right in this spot here. Yeah, that looks good. As soon as it's ready. Man, I wish this wheel on my mouse would quit doing that. Now let's see, I've already got one. They only take 3. Right, just 3. Yeah, they only take 3, so I better not collect more than 2 more since I don't seem to have any other open jobs available. Still running a deficit. 1. Oh, they sent me just enough. So as soon as this is ready, we'll check and see if there's a mandate or something we forgot to do. Well, I'll put the recording on pause for now. Okay. Now let's check up here. We are checking for... Oh man, I'm getting old. Old and forgetful. Nothing to do there. That's running smoothly. Oh, now I remember the edicts and mandates. Well, I'll be darned. We surely did forget to do one. Let's see. Trade price bonus of 10% from villagers' labor. Labor building. Oh, that might be a good investment there. That will reduce some of my expenses. Okay, now let's see. What else are we going to do? We don't have any jobs available. They're not building any houses. I've got 2 spots over there, 1 over here. Oh, they did build one over here. So I need to... I don't think it's got... Oh, maybe it does. A rose bush. Let's just click on the house, see what it says. It doesn't have any patrol. So we need to go over here and click on it. So that should take care of that. And we haven't promoted anybody. Because as soon as we promote them and we're not offering enough stuff for them to buy, they will get upset. Now I did add another group of hunters. What we're not providing right now, besides having a problem with berries, yeah. So what I did was I went over here to the resources, and I said if I get below 50, I better mark that up a bit. If I get below 100, I want to buy some berries. And right now we're kind of showing a nick and tuck. 100 berries, I don't know. I better go higher, because my population is 160. So I need to bring this up some more, I think. Yeah, at least that much. Probably should bring the boar up some more too. Even though that's going to make my overhead expenses a kind of rough. But for some reason, all of my hunters are still not able to keep up. Let's see what we got for boar now. I'm starting to think it's not a hunter problem, but it's a butcher problem. And we've got a couple of butchers coming in right now, don't we? Oh, that's not good. That house is going to downgrade. For some reason. What is it they're not happy about? Oh, they say this is not covering them. So I better put in another one. Like about so. Make sure it's got that house covered. It'll probably, if this is slow enough, they'll get this in. So let's put some priority on this. That should stop that. All right, I think my problem over here is actually not enough butcher shops. So let's put in another butcher shop. Make sure we're not too close to anything it's going to affect with that big, nasty brown spot. All right, I think I can move it in a little bit more, like about so. And they haven't got that done yet. I don't want to set up another one for priority until they do. I think I'm hearing somebody chopping trees. All right, how are we doing on the wheat? We need another wheat field, don't we? Yeah, we need another wheat field, but we might be able to start selling bread. I probably need to put the wheat field in first, because this needs to stay at least 100. Yeah, I think I better do the field first. Of course, that means I gotta find a place to put a field in. All right, let's go ahead and put this back on pause. I think you know my two priorities is get this house happy with its light fortification, and then get the butcher shop going. And then I need a wheat field. Something else I should mention. Up here to your visibility spyglass, you've got another option up here called undesirable neighborhood. So instead of spending 1 gold to kind of pretend like you're going to move something, just click on this. So if you're trying to place a house or something you have is activated and you don't want it to be affected by the undesirable location, that kind of tells you what the deal is. And then if you turn this one on, you can see if you messed up. See, technically I've got a little bit of a problem right there. Now if I also turn this one on, I can look around and see if I've missed any houses for the little rosebush beautification. If they don't have that green glow, then you know that they need a rosebush or some other, decoration that provides the beautification modifier. Okay, so let's go ahead and start turning this stuff back off. The only thing I want to keep on permanently pretty much is this, territory boundaries. Makes it a little easier to tell. See, I own all this area, and then if I do this, I've already outlined it all, and I could go ahead and take this out, since there's no trees for them to cut down where these are. Whoops. That's a right click, not a left click. But I'm thinking this is probably the area I'll put my next farm for wheat. All right, what else can I tell you? Well, I've already showed you that. It's a good idea to put the game on pause when you get people in, and then come up here and look to see if you have any jobs. F6 is the hotkey. And if you don't, it's probably best... Oh, I got 2 jobs right there. Each one of those needs 1 more forager. See how they kind of change the color on them? Makes it easier on your eyes. And my mouse... No, I guess that's it. So I could take 2 of them and put them to work. So that would suggest this one is missing 1, since it's a new one. And I probably have 1, is it this one? Yep, there it is, right there. So now we've got all the jobs taken, so take it off of pause and look at our numbers here. Now the numbers are looking much, much better now. I've got enough of those spread around. Geez, I've installed, what, 4 of those in the last few minutes? Well, I'm going to put it on pause since I've got some gold to work with. And get over here and find the one that right there. There it is right there. That one improves my stonemason huts where I could add some people. I could add a stone cart, stone crate, stone rack, stone covered and uncovered, tooling desk, tooling table, carving tent, and serene campfire. Now it tells you what it does. So the carving tent adds to total workforce capacity, and so does the serene campfire. So that's probably my next best purchase. Other than this one here, extend the village. Those are always a good choice. Now I could start doing city fence since I've got the gold to spare right now, but this one might actually be better. And maybe the tavern, start doing the tavern. They're kind of just about as the same importance. Oh no, we're not there yet. No luxury. Same importance as your church and your towers. So let's right click with the mouse, go through these right quick, get them out of our face. And man, I still haven't got these two started. And I'm spending my gold kind of fast. Yeah, I think I'll quit there. I won't go anymore with that. Take it off a pause and pause the recording, I guess. But it get all the little people moving again. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's see. I went ahead told to take these trees out so I can get this farms going. Oh, I should show you. It's this one right here. Now let's see. Oh, it says it's too large. Oh, I know why they say it's too large. Yeah, it's because I've only got 3 people working here. And let's put this on pause for a second. Can I, by chance, buy that piece? Oh, I can. So now let's get back over here. Oops, I need to get rid of this. And then I need to get back onto the farm. I got the wrong thing showing here. Now I could go ahead and finish this out. Now the only thing about that command that allows them to remove a bunch of stuff, it doesn't seem to add to your total. Like they're going to take out all those trees. I think it's going to have no effect on this number right here. Alright, so now I'm going to put these people in here. Got a full house. And now it's going to say, it still says it's too large? What's not as large as that one over there? What's the story here? Maybe I need to do that again after I put the people in. No, it still says it's too large. Weird. Very weird. But as you can see, we're at that point. Even though we don't have the castle keep in yet, nor the monastery, we're making hand over fist. And the reason buying is because we've got more people coming in buying our stuff. And we have enough surplus to get by. Now, as far as I know, they don't actually buy any of the stuff over here. Dang, that's the only... What is it with these hogs? We can't seem to keep the meat here. And I've only promoted one person so far, and that was the bailiff. It doesn't seem to be a boar problem. And I've got 2 butcher shops going. Let's see, they're over... Yeah, both of them are in there working like dogs. Well, I guess I'm going to have to put in another butcher shop. I don't know, that doesn't seem logical that I should need another butcher shop. I don't remember having this kind of problem before. Jeez, 3 butcher shops, 3 sets of hunters. They're bringing in the boar fast enough, they're just not getting butchered up fast enough. The people really eating that food up. It's not leaving me much to sell. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, these are not being visited fast enough. I wonder if I need to put another one of those over here to keep that house from downgrading. Just recently started complaining. All right, let's put more people in here then. Oh, we can't. All right, we're gonna have to build another, what do they call that? Watch something. Watchpost. All right, so I gotta make sure I go here first. Say it's gonna be a watch post. And then, yeah, let's use this one. This has got a little splendor that comes with it. And let's put it, I'll put it right in here so it fills in that gap. Then we'll make it a little bit taller. And then I'll rotate it. Let's see if that's, yeah, pointing towards this area. That kind of makes sense. Now I need a door. This one should be fine. And we'll build. Now I've already picked up 3 people. I've already got this one going, yeah, full blast. They're adequate. I already tried to extend that, but I can't. If I touch it just a little bit, it says it's too large. Like, see, like this one over here is telling me it's too large. So what I'll do is I'll get my bird's eye view with the Roger Rabbit key, the R key. Then I'll square it up by mashing down my mouse wheel, and then I'll start cutting back. Ooh, that's all it took? Well, let's square it up then. Oops, I didn't do the... Huh. I own that. So I guess I gotta go back here to use this. I guess I should make it smaller first. Because I want it to be right on the edge. Make it even smaller yet. Okay, let's see. I want to remove any... Whoops, that's... I need to do a left click. Any trees that might be interfering with me squaring this off. Well, I guess that's the best I could do. I'll have to come back to that little job later. Kind of like what I'm doing over here. Or what I did over here. See, I turned it on. And then I told them to remove these trees over here. Oh, they're not removing all of them though, are they? I'm clicking like a banshee. I guess that's all they're going to remove. I guess I should go ahead and do this while I'm at here. There we go. I think we finally got them all. So we can square that off. And get our wheat holdings up. Oh, that's pretty healthy. Let's see. I already got as many people as I put in here, right? Yeah, full and full. So I'm going to go ahead and put a bread stall up. Once I get myself oriented here. I don't think I want to grab anybody. I've already got 3. And they're not doing anything. Oh, we might have to look at fishing soon. So let's see. Go here. go here. We're talking food. Yeah, I think I'll put it across the road here. My computer decides it's going to work again. I know they love their bread, boy. They really will hit the bread hard. And I'm not too close to anything. In fact, I'll back up a little bit more. Now, it's going to be a food stall, so we'll have to use this first one to be consistent. Now, we'll go ahead and get it going here. And I think I'll put priority on this one, because I don't really have a lot more going on except them removing those trees so that we can square out these fields better. I am hoping that 2 wheat fields will do the trick, but it might not. If you've seen the opening screens for this game, the old one and the new one, they kind of give you a clue what you're going to have to do, most likely, in order to have all your requirements met. Of course, it's based on population. And what is my population telling me right now? Just a slight problem with refined food. Oh, now we got a slight problem with housing. It's only -1. That would suggest only one person's unhappy. Taxes are kind of low. They're almost got over the levies. I've passed on them. Early tax collection is basically what that is. But I might have to do something with fishing next. Oh yeah, and polished stone. I haven't done that yet either. Added people, so I better grab these people right here. And we'll put one of them right in here. And we'll tell them to start selling bread, or giving away bread. We'll have to do a dairy farm eventually. All right, let's get to focusing on here, because I've already paid for that. You kind of tell we've got something we can do that we haven't done yet. And this will give me 1 extra employee, and this will give me 2 extra employees. And looks like oh, wait a minute. I need to turn this back on up here. And then I need to click back on this again. All right, looks like I could squeeze it right in here without any real problems. All right, that'll give that one 2 extra employees. And we've got another one over here. Oops, doing it wrong. Gotta click on the building. We'll use the same one. And let's see, where can I put it without causing problems? If I rotate it, I think it'll fit in there nice without getting too snug. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Yeah, I don't see a problem. In fact, it looks like I can move it over this way a little bit more. Maybe even rotate it slightly that direction. Now, do I have another one somewhere? No, it don't look like it. So once those get done, we should be good to go. They don't seem to be in a hurry to take out these trees though, do they? And let's see, does it say it's adequate or something? Too large? Oh, I like that. How about this one? It's too large, it's a very small amount too large. And this one's too large by a small amount. They haven't taken out these trees back here yet. So let's do this again, let's see. Well, I need to kind of square up a little bit first. Now, if you do this enough times, I'll even take out the berry bushes. All right, what do I need to check on now? Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's what they haven't done yet. But that house did not downgrade. It says it's happy with the patrol. So I guess the patrol, but we don't have anybody coming over here. They're supposed to stand inside this tower. Well, when this gets in, which we have not given priority to yet, we'll assign some of these people we just picked up. We're up to 6. I had to make my churches taller to take care of the population. All right, 2 more butchers. That should help get the meat done a little quicker. See how they go up there and they hang out, and they but not for very long. And then they go to the next. And of course, what you want to do is you want to check and make sure it's not in the green. Maybe it will be after we get this one going over here. So she came over here. Now, does she go to this? She must have went to this one. That mark is gone. Yeah, she must have went to that one first. Remember those little red and white, kind of like ribbons or stripes? What do you want to call it? I got some people I need to assign right here as soon as it's ready. And make sure that we stay in the green as much as possible, so none of these houses downgrade on me. I don't really need more tax collectors, I don't think so. All right, so let's see, put one there, put one there. Oh, it's still not. Oh, mercy. Our population must be too big or something. All right, did they get the bread in yet? Oh, that's right, it's the one across the street. I did say bread, didn't I? They've consumed 10 already. Huh. I guess I'm going to have to put some more people on the patrol duty. See, there's that stripe again. Or, well, I don't know if I should call that a stripe or not. They're basically telling you that nobody's been over there recently. Yeah, see, we don't have enough people doing the watchtower thing. So we'll go here and we'll focus on the watchman first. Oh dear, we're still not in the green. Oh, we got something over here. All right, you want some wood? You want 150 wood? You'll give us 225. You know what? I'm going to ask for a better deal. Looks like I got an 80% chance I'll get a better deal. All right, what's the better deal? 450 and 5. Okay, I can handle that. And we'll just go ahead and do it right away. Bingo. Yeah, we're starting to get a pretty good little collection there, aren't we? But I think, make sure I'm not missing anybody, I need more employees. I don't think I've already got all this one done. The only way I can get down to these is I have to get the Splendor up to 75. In the meantime, let's just get these done, since we've got the gold to do it. We're not ready to do luxury market yet, though. I guess we could start on this, couldn't we? The candle maker would come in handy. And another mandate would be nice. Ooh, boy, these are expensive. Mini, miny, mo. Which one do I want to do first? Oh, I can't afford to do it first. I need 250, so it's going to be a little while before we can get back to that. But we got 2 good ones there. 2 really, really good ones. All right, so let's right-click through these right quick. Got any more people coming? Looking for a job? Some more immigrants? Doesn't look like it. Well, if we could just get enough people employed. Now my question is, do I want to keep making these towers bigger? Or should I say taller? Or do I want to start adding other buildings to them? That's a church. That's the bigger one. I forget which tower that was. I could probably figure it out by just looking at how much resources are required and put another one like it over here somewhere maybe. I mean, that is where I've got most of my housing, but I don't have anything over here. So I probably need another one of those towers over here somewhere. So let's go ahead and investigate, get us another watchtower. Now, let's see, was it this one? 362, 6362, 6362, or 63. I think these two must be the same then. That one says it's minor, and that one says it's a stone observatory. So that one must be smaller. 9, 14, and 4. Whoa! The number of tools it takes is a pretty good indication of size. So let's do that one. And that way we can kind of fix this area where we don't really have a lot of purple. Yeah, that looks like a good spot. And that does look like a nice thick one that will hold a lot of people. All right, now let's go ahead and make it taller. Well, let's don't get too carried away there. All right, now I need a door. Put this on pause so I don't miss any of those people because I'm going to need them all. Okay, so let's see. Go ahead, grab these. How many is it? 3 or 4? Or just 3? All right, let's see. We got any room in here? Yeah, we got room for one more. And this one, full. All right, let's find us another tall one. That's ready to go. I think it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, it's this one. Oh, we ran out of people, didn't we? Yeah, we did. And we're still not in the green. Well, I did pay for the city walls. Maybe that's what made the difference. And why all of a sudden we're not able to keep everybody satisfied that they've got enough patrols. Well, let's go ahead and put this one on priority, I guess. I might have enough going on now to where I need another group of builders. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be the case. City walls, I think it's too soon for that. I hope I'm not wrong about that. All right, so let's see. Let's see about buying another piece of land here. We got that one, got that one. We don't have that one. We do have that one. Okay, well, that'll be enough for now. But take it off of pause. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't tell him to remove the trees. Let's go back to the circle. Make it a bit bigger. Well, you've seen this kind of thing before, so I'll just go ahead and put the recording on pause again. We are making great strides. We finally got our first charcoal hut in and manned. Now, the one thing to remember about them is they want to cut down their own wood. They won't take any, wood out of the main supply. And yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Now we'll grab some more. So I've got a pretty good little area of wood yet that they could go to, but if you have somebody that's not doing anything, like this guy right here, or this female right here, if she's on pause and she's not planting any trees, but I don't remember putting her on pause. Let's see. No, she's not on pause. She's replanting this whole area over here. See where all this blue is? So we don't have any shortage of trees, but what we could do is we could go ahead and if we're going to keep, having her plant trees over here, we'll just go ahead and move her over here. And it looks like this spot right here would be a good one for her. There's nothing really going on right there. And then what we would want to do, keep, loading these up. See, do I have anybody left? Nope. Now, I've already got, if I remember, I've already got some, so let's slow this down a little bit first. I've already got some space reserved for that. If I remember right, it's over here. Yeah, there we go. Now we need to check, are we going to sell any of our charcoal? Because we're going to be using up a lot of it. Nobody's wanting to buy our charcoal, but yeah, I'm not going to buy any on the market. All their prices are kind of expensive. We got anybody coming? Oops, use the other one. Yeah, we got, looks like it might only be one though. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this recording back on pause for a bit. Alright, what we want to emphasize is since these people have to cut down their own wood, they won't, take anything out of the wood pile, you want to make sure you have a forester camp nearby. And once this wood is gone, because as you can see, the borderline's right there. It goes up in there, and I cannot buy any more of this land. It's too close to the borderline. And for some reason, they will not let you buy the land that's, close to here. They make these weird designs. So we need some more people, and we'll focus on getting these fully manned first. And we have, I think, one left, so let's put one in here. Yeah. And to prevent problems with them having to travel very far, oops, let's go ahead and say replant this area right here. No, it shouldn't, yeah, it didn't go across. So that might be enough area. Go right up here to the edge. So if she keeps that area planted, we'll probably not ever have a problem with these guys being able to cut wood that they want to keep the fires burning. All right, and we don't have anybody left? Nope, we don't. All right, now the primary reason why you want those fires burning is because we want to do the next installation, which is the iron smelter. And I've always needed 2 of these, but we've got to be careful how we plant so that we don't, mess up our house right there. In fact, let's turn this on so it's a little easier for us to, it canceled my build. So it's a little easier to make sure we don't get too close. And let's see. It looks like that spot right there will work for us. Yeah, we're close, but we're not actually into the territory. And I did make that spot a little bigger than I normally do. Now, as you can see, now that we've got this going on, we seem to be making hand over fist. So we're doing pretty well. Now, I've always needed 2 of these, so let's get the second one installed. And I think that's probably about the best I could do. I don't think yeah, it looks like I'm safe all the way around. And then the next one we would need would be the blacksmith. He'll start making our tools. So we won't have to keep buying them in order to do all of our construction. Let's see, let's rotate it like so. No, that's not a real good fit. Usually you can find a certain position and you'll get a real nice fit. So let's go with that. That looks pretty good. Okay. Now that will get me by for the first part. And I don't think we have anything else that we can do right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see, there's nothing. Oh, yeah, the tavern. We haven't put the taverns in. Now, you can actually connect these to your churches if you want to, which strikes me as kind of strange, but whoops, let's grab these people right quick. It just canceled my tavern operation. But you kind of want these spread out the same way you do the churches for the same reason. Now, I have connected these to the churches in the past, but I'm not so sure that's what they intended. So let's see, let's move this over to about there. Now I need a door, and I like to use this one. Yeah, off to the side kind of makes sense. And let's go ahead and build that. That's a good start there. Now let's see, what do we need? Oh, they haven't built houses over here. Those are two really good spots for a house. But they're not taking it for whatever reason. Alright, so let's see. Let's put you... Nah, I better put you over here. In fact, I'm going to keep you next to the church. See how the church actually allows you to connect it to the church? I don't know why, but I find that kind of funny. Maybe in European countries, whoops, they actually attach the pub to the church. And we'll put you off the side like that too. All right, so let's see. Where do we have a lot of hard-working, probably hard-drinking folk? I would think over here somewhere. So let's do that again. Yeah, I'll use that one this time. I don't... thatched hall. No, probably not, because that's the one we're going to use for making stuff. And I'll put you on this side of the road, I think. I'm leaving space over here because I haven't made up my mind yet of where I'm going to start the castle keep. Now that does add to the happiness of folk, but for some reason they took this spot no problem. But it's only got what, 2 people in there? Yeah. So I need to get some beautification in there. And then we need to start thinking about this light fortification. Now, in this particular case, I think I'll do it differently. See where it's got village fortification? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a fence around this thing. And, yeah, start right there. Go over to about there. Now, right-click so that wall stays straight. And then pay for it. Or, well, I guess you wouldn't really be paying for it. You'd be commanding it to be built. And since you can make adjustments on these, but the reason why I'm doing it like this is because it's much, much easier to make corrections. If you want to make adjustments, like closing up gaps and stuff. Now, I think I'm going to put a village gateway right there. See how it locks in? But for some reason, it doesn't lock into the other side. When I try to put an extension there, it doesn't seem to work that way for some reason. I don't understand why. Now, I think what I'm going to end up doing, I can't recommend it, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is going ahead and getting rid of that by using this resource removal. Whoa, I need to shrink that down. And left click, boom. See what happens? Now this was going to take a little while, about, what was it, 4 or 5 minutes? But once that red all goes all the way around, that will disappear. In the meantime, I'm going to continue the process here. See, it won't lock in. I can't really figure out why they overlooked that. Okay, now let's put some more on this side. But anyway, you only want one way in and one way out. See what it does? When you get enough of this wall in here, it provides the fortification. Now, I need this wall to close off. So what I'm going to do, to prevent the traffic from going through there all the time, is I'll click on it, drag it over to about there. And when that gets finished, I'll be able to close it off completely. But I will need another piece right over here. Now, if you want to play with it a bit, you can get it to get these walls to curve. But I don't think there's any real advantage to that, so I've never bothered with it. All right, so now let's see. We don't have any people. Yeah, we do. Let's put one in there. Put one in here. And put one in here. Oops. Now let's make sure we didn't mess up here and have a slot open. Because eventually I may have to go to 4 of these. See, she's going to keep this. See how they're going out and cut their own wood? All right, there we go. Now I can go ahead and click on here. Then click over here. We get the little pedestals. Click on them once, and then you can mess with them. And once you get this closed off enough, it will satisfy the light fortification. But the idea of fixing these walls to prevent people from cutting through here all the time is pretty darn important. Because at some point you're going to want to start putting things in there besides a rose bush. And by having a gate that opens to the outside and then closing off any other tracks that they're making through here, you can really fix this up good. All right, do we have any more people waiting for employment? Any coming? Yeah, we got a couple coming. Because I really would like to get to the point to where I don't have to buy tools anymore. That will help my budget a lot. I've only got it 40. Now, since my buildings are getting a little bit more, now I think what I'll do is I'll get this up to about, let's go, yeah, that looks good. And then we'll change it to where we'll sell if we have more than 105 tools. Because usually, or 100 tools, anywhere in that neighborhood, that's going to get you by pretty good. And we've got some people that snuck in while I wasn't looking. And of course, we want to put them here first, smelting the iron. But you got to keep an eye on how much coal you got. So we want to go over to where we're putting all that stuff, which is right here. Right now we've got one full. This one's about to get full. We've got all kinds of iron ore to cook up. We don't have any of this yet. We do have 21 tools, but most of those have been from, us buying tools. All right, so did we get this closed off good? That's pretty close. Let's go ahead and grab this one and see if we can move it just a little bit more, like so. I think that'll pretty well guarantee that they won't be cutting through there anymore. Now, has that got enough? Oh, it doesn't have patrol coverage yet. So we need to fix that right quick. Oh, it's already been scheduled for patrol. No, it hasn't. The purple was from the fencing. Oh, look at that. I want you to use the gate. Quit cutting through here. All right, let's start on this end first. All right, that should fix that in. Now we'll click over here. And that looks pretty good. And then we'll click on this one. And I think I need to move it just a little bit more like so. And then once this gets finished, it'll have to go in and out this way. And once we start getting patrol coverage adequate, this should turn into an apartment for 6 people. Now, I might be able to modify this and get another piece of housing right in here. Let's see if it'll fit. Oops, it's not the right size yet. All right, that looks like a match. I would probably have to take out that, or at least move it. Oops. All right, so let's cancel this. And let's move this. I guess it doesn't matter which way I move it. Is everybody still in the purple? Yeah, I think I might put this somewhere else altogether. In fact, let's put it right about in here. Rotate it a little bit. I think that'll do the trick for me. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back to this. Make sure it's the right size. And let's put this right about there, I think. Well, actually, I guess maybe move it over this way a little bit. Like that. And then we can take our fencing and change it all around here. Open it up. Kind of like a mini compound. And see what we're doing. First, we could enclose this one too. But for now, I think I'll just go right to here. We'll do the same thing with this piece. I think that'll do the trick right there. So I probably want to move the gate. Come on, gate. There it goes. Put the gate maybe, decision. Yeah, I think I'll move the gate down here somewhere like this. Or do I want to go ahead and make this compound much bigger to include these other houses? That's a good question. So now I can grab this. Move it all the way down here. It won't lock in, will it? It's kind of something they kind of overlooked. And then I could grab this one and move it down probably about that far there. Did I have a gap up here? If I did, I need to fix that. And let's see if we can grab the gate again and rotate it a little bit. Nope, the other way. Oh, they're cutting through that guy's yard and everything, aren't they? Well, we can keep monkeying around with this all we want. And I'm debating if I want to change this around a bit. I kind of like that idea right there. They could still get around, no problem. Yeah, let's do that. And then once that gets built, I could play around it with some more. But I do have a gap right there. All right, that should fix that. But anyway, depending on your the size of your area, you might want to consider doing that. And of course, the whole idea is to satisfy all the requirements for light fortification. And you might even have to put one of these towers inside. So you want your compound to have some size to it for sure. Now I'm thinking I might want to extend this down to here and then go this way with it. But it'd probably make more sense to extend it this way with an additional piece. Come on. Why are they doing that to me? How come they won't let me extend it? Another quirk in the game that doesn't make any sense. Probably right about there, I think. Now, if you click right here and you continue it, you see what it does? It bulges. Now, sometimes that's kind of cool, but other times it's not. I like using, straight. So I use a right click with the mouse to cancel the operation. Just go ahead and build that another piece. I wonder if it makes sense to put a gate right in here and then extend this out. I must admit I like the idea, and even put this inside. So now I'd have to do another piece. Go up to about here with it, I guess. Right click, and then, because everything is as left clicks until you want to keep the fence nice and straight. And ooh, look at that. It looks like they're upgrading to me, even though that we haven't quite satisfied that. But anyway, this is what you would do if you were much earlier in the game and you want to get all your guys with light fortification. Now I'm going to have little problems here. I'm going to have to move that. And I'll have to bring it pretty close, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to move this. And we'll put it right about there. And since we can go ahead and do this new additional piece, so we have to go, was it here first? No, we have to go here first. And I guess I'm going to have to keep it pretty close to these rocks. As long as I don't get too close to them, I'll be all right. Yeah, that looks like about it there. And then we can add more people there and have a builder's workshop. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and... Do I want to put a gate in there, or do I just want to extend it? Okay, they'll let me extend this one. Let's see, I need to get a bird's eye view here. Let's see, I've only got one person in there, so I better grab a couple of these. Well, I'll go ahead and grab all three of them, since we're talking about installing a tavern. Oh, there's more than three. Let's see, I'm trying to remember, how many does that increase it? Is it 2 or 3? Because you're really, when you do this and you don't put in very much gates, you're really isolating the communities real seriously. And the one thing you cannot do is you cannot move the houses around. See, they don't, you can delete them. You can view the workplace, which seems a little odd, but let's see what they got here. They got, oh, it's because I moved that all the way back here. Yeah. So I'm going to have to move this back in here. Come on. Because it needs that protection of fortification. So anyway, the idea is you have 2 ways to provide fortification. You got the walls and the gates, and you got these little village watchtowers. And I don't think I've paid for, no, I haven't paid for the upgrade yet. All right, so now I'm going to need another piece that starts right about here. Goes about, yeah, about that far, I guess. All right, so how many people can I add? Just the one? Huh. Oh, that's right. I got to click here to get that guy in there, and he can start doing sculpturing and stuff in a wee bit. Now, if my planning was a little bit better... Oh, come on, computer, quit doing that. If it hesitates, it goes bonkers. All right, so we want to rotate it probably like that. And now it'll lock in. But, I don't know. Then I'll have to go back to this again. And it won't lock in. Now, everybody's still going to go through this area. Maybe I can get them to build that house right there. Yeah, I'm going to try that. If I get, well, they haven't done anything with this one, though. So they might not do anything with that one either. But don't I have a slight housing problem? Yeah, I do. I've got at least 2 people, if not more, that are looking for a house. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab these 2. Basic, yeah, okay. Yeah, but what about the other refined stuff? Are we finally getting the pig thing? Oh, that looks better. Uh-oh. No bread again. Well, I spoke too soon, I guess. We got to come up with something else to put in there. Let's see. The fishing is looking good. The berries are looking good. They got plenty of boar. Well, it looks like we got plenty of meat, too. Maybe I should make this last slot boar also. Let's see. We've got the... come on, mouse. Wheel. Alright, see, it's over here. By my cursor. Yeah, see, that bread is coming right along there. The wheat, yeah, the wheat is still a little bit behind. They should have a lot of hundreds in here just about all the time. And the same thing here. But we got tons of bread, so there's no problems there. I just have to put in another wheat field at some point. Oh, they never did use this slot over here either. Huh. They're getting patrol coverage, but It's a little sporadic, even though we got people right in here waiting to do the job. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and add one more to each. Yeah, that's got a good start there. Now, in past games, I was having problems with housing, and these guys kept getting ripped off. And then they would take these too. That really messed me up. I was going nuts trying to figure out why they kept robbing all my employees. They were just walking off the job, driving me nuts. And right now they're kind of doing the same thing they did before. It's kind of disturbing. But man, I'm really tempted to change this and include this tavern. But I'm not so sure I want to close this off, because that is a main thoroughfare for a lot of employees, because I'm kind of closing them off where they have to go this way. I know I'm going to need to use more of this area for more production. Well, what do you think? I know I need another wheat field. I can't seem to get around that. But we are producing plenty of bread now. And we're producing, which is a, what do they call it? Oh, I keep drawing a blank. I must be getting tired. Refined food. See, that's your pig meat, your bread, and your cheese. And I haven't got the dairy started yet, which is something we want to do before too much longer. Oh man, we just got income like crazy. I might have to turn this off for a while to get all this out of the way, because I got a feeling that's where my dairy farm is going to end up. Yeah, I do believe that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to have to build another granary too, because this one, yeah, it's got all of its slots pretty well taken. Yep. I'll have to make another. I think this one here's got all of its stuff taken up with the wheat and the bread. Well, there's one slot left. So I should be good all the way up to at least 350 population. Yeah, I better turn this off for now. Just put her on pause. And that way they'll get all of this. And then I might have to redefine. So I'm going to go and do that now. I want to redefine all this by... We'll just cancel this. Because I got a stake of suspicion. I'm going to have to use a large portion of this area to improve all sorts of things. Oh, that probably came from, whoops, cancel this first. Probably came from here, didn't it? Yep, it sure did. Because I'll probably end up putting another wheat farm right in here. And then the dairy farm will probably be over in this area. And I probably should tidy up a bit here. Let's go ahead and make that bigger. Well, you've seen me do this before, right? Or I cancel. But since there's no trees over here that they're going to take out, some of these trees, they just won't cut them down. For whatever reason, they just will not cut them down. Now, I can't go into there hardly at all because that's where all my wild hogs are hanging out. Waiting for my hunters to get to them. So we don't want any tree harvesting going into this area. All right, well, I've probably laid down plenty of clues for newer players. So I'll tell you what, we'll call this good. So until next time, be well.